Acadia National Park in Maine. I just drove from Boston to come here and it's forecast rain, so I'm super annoyed because I want to see everything, but I figured that I might as well just give it my best shot and hope that I can get and do my hikes before the rain actually really kicks in. So I was the first car in the parking lot, but a few have just arrived after me, and I'm going to tackle the Beehive trail, weather permitting of course. If it gets really slippery I won't be able to do it, but it's right in front of me and it's kind of scary looking. It can be really easy to lose those blue blazes that you see on the rocks and the trees, so you've got to really take your time to make sure that you are following the right path, because it's really easy to get off trail. It doesn't take too long and then you'll come to this junction where you can see it clearly marked like how to get to the bowl and how to get to the Beehive. It's basically straight this way. The good thing about this trail is you can see the peak, so that always helps because you kind of know what direction you're going in. But yeah, it doesn't take too long and there's clearly signposted. As you get higher, you start to see some of the incredible views. The sun is just risen and there's like a peach fuzz underneath the clouds. You can see all of Sand Beach. You can hear Thunder Hole crashing waves and you get these amazing views of all the trees. It's so cool. You don't want to walk over that. I tell you, this is not for the faint of heart, and certainly not good to do while you're trying to hold the GoPro. So don't copy me. I just came from all the way down there, but the views are sick. Hold on to those grip rails. From here you can see the major climb all the way up to the top. So it turns out I was wrong. Actually, that wasn't the summit, because this is the summit. So it's a little bit further back, not much higher though. And as you can see, you've reached the Beehive summit, elevation 520 feet above sea level, but that's a complete climb. And the view is spectacular. So that granite surface that you come out to on the summit, which is pretty similar to Yosemite, where you just get big flat stretches. If you can pay attention to the floor, you'll see these blue blazes, and they're going to take you on to the bowl. But it's quite hard to miss, so do keep your eyes peeled. So at the trail junction, you can see where you parked down at Sand Beach is 1 kilometre, which is down that way. You can see obviously your Beehive trail, which took you up to Beehive summit, and the bowl is just 0.2 miles this way. So I'm just going to go and check that out. Heading up to the bowl is much easier. Again, you've got those blue blazes to keep you on track, but it's not so steep, and there's certainly not any iron rods to pull. So once again, you start heading down. You get glimpses of the bowl, and you can come out onto a ledge to look out. I see the water. And it's beautiful. This beautiful opening. So you come down to the bowl, and you come right to the water's edge, and it's just so peaceful and quiet. Like, I've not seen a single person all day, and there's something like really like still and tranquil about it. I was hoping that maybe I'd catch a moose or something, but I guess not today. But nevertheless, you can see how clear the water is, and yeah, I think I'm going to stay here for a little while and just soak it all up and enjoy it. After spending some time at the bowl, I decided to follow the trail, which is a loop that takes you back to Sand Beach. So I was just sat just over here, and then you can just easily follow those blue blazes until you come to this boardwalk. You'll come to the junction for Champlain Mountain, and then if you're heading back, you just go this way. Once again, you've got one of these super helpful signs just to point you in the right direction. So obviously if you wanted to go back up the Beehive trail to take you back up a different way, you'd head this way. But I want to follow the bowl trail and head back to Sand Beach, which is 0.7 kilometers, 0.5 miles down this way. So towards the end, you'll come back to that junction where that boulder was, and you get a really good view of the Beehive. And when you see it from down here, you can see it might not be high in elevation compared to some mountains out on the west coast, but when you think that you've gone from sea level right up there in the space of a mile, that's a pretty big achievement. So yeah, definitely worth it. If you're in Acadia, please hike the Beehive Trail as long as you're safe to do. So the hike back is really straightforward. It's like your average hike that you'd get in any park, let alone national park. So you've still got blue blazes on the trees just to point you in the right direction, but you can't really go wrong. The rain's starting to pick up a bit, but it's mostly just like dead forest or wintered forest, and some steps down towards the main road. So yeah, pretty easy. If you like my videos, like and subscribe.